I suppose if I get snowed in, I can break into one of these trailers. Mate, it's cold. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be about a recent shoot that I did on the Isle of Wight for a small holiday company called Vintage Vacations. Now, Vintage Vacations have got a field on the Isle of Wight with lots of these old American Airstream trailers from the 1940s, 50s and 60s, and they really are quite quirky, and lots of people come here on holiday and stay in these trailers. This video is going to show the site in the winter time while it's closed. So I know the owners, and we got talking, and I thought it'd be really cool to photograph. So so this isn't the normal way I do things. Normally I'd have a little chat before I go out on the shoot. Well, I did do that, but unfortunately the sound didn't come out, so I've had to record it again. A bit like the rest of the shoot that I had, you'll see in the video. It was just a kind of like a disaster from start, but not till finish. I managed to get some good prints at the end of the day. So you can see behind me, this is one of the photographs here from the Airstreams. And there's another one here, which is pretty nice as well. And, you know, yeah, it was a really cool project to do. So let's get on with the video, and I'll show you what happened. So here we are at Vintage Vacations, and behind me you can see all of the Airstreams. Some of them are from the 1940s, some are from the 1950s and from the 1960s. They really are wonderful pieces of machinery, and I'm looking forward to getting around them and seeing what details on these Airstreams I can photograph. It's pretty nippy today. Well, I've got my hat on. I couldn't find my normal hat. I've got this silly looking one on, and if it looks daft, I don't care because I'm warm, and I've got no hair, so it's not nice to come out in the cold without a hat on. Right, Fraser? I'm not in your way. Do you want to come and talk to the people? No. He said no. I've got the Mamiya 645 in my hand. I'm not going to put it on a tripod. It's a nice bright day. I'm not going to be shooting any slow shutter speeds, so there's no chance of me, you know, getting any motion blur in my pictures at all. But being handheld, I'll be able to use the camera in different ways and get some more interesting photographs. The tripod's only going to hold me back a little bit while doing that. So let's crack on and have a look around and see what we can get. So if there's one thing that I really don't want in these photographs, and that's going to be any trees in the background or any other trailers. I just want to concentrate on the trailer that I'm working on and the sky. So this shot looks quite interesting. If I come low and come down across it, I've got the light, I've got this old fan, wherever that is. Unfortunately the sun is just beating down on the side of it. It's just a real pickle. My highlights are just going to be crazy, so I'm not going to bother. I've got some work cut out for myself in the darkroom, I know that. It's been pretty tricky. They're so reflective. Everywhere you go, you've got reflections just bouncing off these things. But that's a part of photography. That's up to you to try and, you know, find a solution around a problem. This is a real pickle. It's going to come on a cloudy day. I'll have to do a bit more thought. Really getting on my tits. I get my reflection in all the time, so I've got to be a little bit careful and get low down so I don't get those trees in the way in the background. Try and focus on that plate. I need to go to the opticians, I think. No, that's too heavy, stuff that. I'll just shoot it with the bench in. So I found this Airstream here. It's got the Airstream logo on the back. It's out of the sunlight. The sky's up there, obviously, but there's no other trailers or anything else in my background if I shoot low and get these two lights in and the Airstream sign, so that might make a nice photograph as well. Just take it. That's okay though, get this shot in. Just need to come back a bit more. Trying to remember that I'm shooting these for square frames. That's done. Yay, we shot the film. So let's get back, develop what I've got in here, see what we can come up with in the darkroom. Hopefully I've got some nice photographs, so we'll soon see. So far so good. I've done the contact sheet, I've chosen one of the images that I like, I've printed one of the images I like, which is sitting in the fixer at the moment, but I can't wash it because it's so cold outside. My taps are frozen, so I've got no running water. So I'm going to have to go back in the house and use this spare tray to wash the print a little bit and then take the print back in the house to wash it thoroughly. Oh, the joys. I dropped the tray of fix while I was putting the water tray, swapping them over. Butterfingers had come out my hand. Well, I guess that's the end of this session. I'm going to have to mop this crap up and, I don't know, just go and have a beer. So a bit of a disaster really. I only got one print in and the fixer went all over the floor. And I've still yet to mop it up. But that's the print that I got out of the wash. I'm going to have to take this indoors and give it a thorough wash because it's not washed properly yet. It's only been in there about a minute or so, so just go and give it a shower off. But yeah, you can see where I've done a little bit of burning in the sky, but I'm still not 100% happy with my contact sheet, which is here. You can see a lot of the images are overexposed, underexposed. It was just hard work trying to shoot in that really bright sunlight with those shiny vehicles, trailers. Yeah, so do you know what? I'm going to have to go back and do it again. So I suppose you could say that that complete shoot was a disaster, and especially the darkroom with dropping all the fixer over the floor, you know. But I guess things don't always go the way you want it, and that certainly is the case in photography and in my little experience at the moment. So anyway, I'm back here. So this time I bought a tripod because on the contact sheet I could see some of my images weren't as in focus as they should have been. Now whether that was my eyes or whether that was a bit of motion blur, I don't know, but this time I got the tripod to help me out. Sensible really. Waiting for that sun to go in because I'm not going to get in the same situation as I was the other day. I like this circle window. Let's see what we can get here. This is one shot I was really wanting to get the other day, but the sun was so bright coming down this side, it just was impossible. But that sun's going to go back behind clouds in a moment, so hopefully I can just get this area, the Airstream, and these three lights. And these panels, the way they're going into the sky. I've only taken 7 photographs and my hands have gone so numb. It's too cold for this. Oh, just wait for that sun to go in again. Oh man, it started to snow. Oh, it's cursing me. Right, I've got to get back. If this snow gets heavy, I'm in country land and these roads ain't sorted, so I've got a couple more shots. Oh god. Done. This was quite a challenge, I must admit. It was quite a challenge to do this, but hopefully this time I've got some negatives that I can work with and come out with some really nice photographs. Let's see what we can do. So I'm back in the darkroom again, and I'm pleased to say that was a much better shoot than the previous one. I've already developed the negatives, here they are here, so the next thing I've got to do is just make a contact print. Unfortunately the water is still frozen inside my darkroom, so I've had to bring water from inside the house, which I've got here in a tray. I've also got a sink full of water as well, and I've got my normal developing trays sitting here ready to go. So it's still snowing outside. I'm glad I got back from that shoot because that a few hours after that it completely dumped it over the Isle of Wight, and I'm snowed in. So well, not in my darkroom, but I'm snowed in indoors. I can't get out, but never mind. Let's get on with this contact print. So there's the contact print that I just did, and they look so much better. I'm so pleased that I went back. It was, you know, well worth going back to get another chance at doing it. There's a lot more cloud in the sky, but that's quite nice because they're reflecting off the trailers as well. So it's a good contact sheet as well. There's my test strip for it. That's the old one. This is the test strip for the new one, and this was 6 seconds. This contact sheet. So now all I've got to do is try and figure out which 3 that I want to print and present them to Fraser. I definitely like this one here, and I definitely like this one here. This has got nice reflections of the clouds on the trailer. I know I originally said It was nice to have a clear sky, but seeing the clouds reflecting was quite a nice surprise. And this one here, I think, I like this. I like the cloud in the background, and it shows the back of the trailer with those 3 lights. The rest of them are nice. I'm only going to print one for the video, and then I'll show you the other 2 at the end of the video. So I'm going to crack on with this one. I like this. Let's see what we can do in the print with that. So this is the mask that I'm using. This is 8x8 mask, and I've made this out of some matte board. All I need to do is to put it down there, get some tape on it, and then make my composition on the enlarger how I want it to be, tape it down, secure it, make the print. So here's the test strip on that negative here. So you can see I've got 5 seconds, 10, 20 and 40. 5 is way too bright. And so is 10 really. 40 seconds is too dark, and 20 seconds looks about right. I could go in between these 2, but I'm looking at 20 seconds thinking this is going to be the one for me. So nothing really kind of went to plan on this shoot. I was really excited about getting there and taking these photographs, and you know, I didn't think I'd have a problem. I just thought it would be a really good shoot to do, but you know, the reflections, the sunlight and everything else, and then having to go back again, and then it started snowing, and then getting in the dark room, dropping all the fixture on the floor. It was a bit of a pain in the arse. But I managed to come away with, you know, 3 prints that I really liked, and like I showed you at the start of this video, just looking on the screen so I don't get reflections in. That's one of them there. That's yeah, one of the ones that we shot there. And that's the other one there with the number plate. You know, I was right, they do make really cool looking photographs, especially in black and white. You know, I kept everything simple. I didn't want to complicate things in the darkroom with contrast filters and dodging and burning. I just wanted to print, get the photographs out, get them printed, and you know, that's what we've got. Simple photography, really. Not really. So yeah, as I'm doing this video, I'm trying to get the reflections out again. It's just, this video has just been a complete mess of reflections. But hang on, no, there you go. You can see it. You can see the borders here. Now these kind of bled in a little bit, but I don't mind that. It shows that these prints have been worked on. Some people don't like anything. They want it to be perfect, 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 perfect. That's not me. I like this, and the little tiny bleed edges I don't mind at all. A little bit of trouble with the frame, and I think the aperture's slightly not measured that well, but even so, it's a nice print. So anyway, guys, I hope you like that video, and you know, it just goes to show that not everything goes according to plan, and you know, if you've got a backup or not, just work through it and enjoy what you're doing. So anyway, thanks very much for watching the video. Please like it and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.